What's up, everybody? It's me, Crosspatch. Welcome back to my Madden 22 Pittsburgh Steelers franchise. We are on the road again today, this time taking on the New York Jets. We're 4-1 on the season, tied up with the Cincinnati Bengals for the first spot in the AFC North. Browns are nipping at our heels, 3-2. Both of those losses, they have come at our hands, however. Ravens is bringing up the rear at 2-3 right now. Still early in the season, though. These Jets not doing so good, 1-4, but we are playing on all Madden. Anything can happen, including a lot of really bad things for us. So we'll get this thing underway. And the Jets will take this, and we hit the goalpost. There we go. Jets will take possession on their own 25. And here comes Zach Wilson, having a fairly mediocre season so far, or not great, actually. And our defense has been tough. A few mistakes here and there. Kind of almost let things slip away from us at the end of the Browns game last game. But Miles Jack and Devin Bush have been a good tandem and inside linebacker. And we've got Akella Weatherspoon starting at one corner. And we've got Levi Wallace coming over from Buffalo at the other. So we've been doing okay defensively. Always room for improvement. There's play action. Fools everybody somehow. All right, settle down.
Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Throwing is Wilson.
Pressure on Wilson. A little bit of an errant throw there. And that's what we do. We play a lot of cover zero, and we bring a lot of pressure. That's the bottom line of our defense. Kind of leave our defensive backs one-on-one and get after the quarterback. And we play some cover 3. Now and then. And that's complete for a first down. So Wilson is moving the ball a little bit here. Again with a completion. Corey Davis down to the 7. And our defense is exhausted for some reason here. See a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
Cuts it back. TJ Watt makes the stop at the 2.
It's 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go.
To it. Nothing there for Gordon. 3rd and goal and 2. Let's see if we can have a little goal line stand here.
Going with a jumbo set offensively. Gordon.
And no. Nope. So the Jets are on the board first. Gordon's doing a little dance. And, you know, they're at home. I guess they can dance, but we're going to try to minimize the dancing on behalf of the Jets today. All right, so we're going to get a look at Mitch Trubisky here. He's been doing pretty well. Not too unhappy with him. A little bit inaccurate at times. Sometimes my fault. But you can take a look at his numbers on the season here. Not doing too bad.
pick in 2016 from North Carolina, Mitchell Trubisky.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean,
And let's go. Let's answer these Jets. Scoring on us pretty quickly here early in the game.
Defenses, no interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
And why isn't oh, I guess the silly thing where I don't know what my actual hot routes are. There's Claypool. He doesn't care what the hot routes are. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still adjusting to these the next gen momentum things. They seem very arcade-like to me. But whatever. Fryermuth. And he's going to have a touchdown. There we go. Trubisky answers 2 completions. 1 to Claypool, 1 to Fryermuth.
Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
And what a weapon
there we go.
Spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage.
And let's hope my kicking can be on point today.
Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter.
So let's see if we can stop the dangerous Zach Wilson this time. Not too good, our first defensive series. Hit the goalpost again.
Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive...
Do I have a... No, I don't. All right, good.
Why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue...
Edmonds gets torched by the receiver there. Luckily, a bad throw.
No adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Bring some pressure out of the nickel.
Now it's Wilson.
And there's
And he's got his target, Harris.
complete downfield to Harris. So the Wilson does have a very strong arm. Not super accurate, but he's got a cannon. 95 throwing power, something like that. And that was a bad decision by me there.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon.
Gordon stacked up. Brings up a 3rd and 2. I think we're going to stick with our 3-4.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
So with Madden, a little, like, my philosophy's always been a little bit different than maybe what you would do in real football with Madden. You know, putting my 3-4 on the field in a situation like this. Instead of maybe a nickel or dime on 3rd down. And that's because backup defensive backs, in this game at least, depending on who they are, of course, can often be worse than your starting linebackers. Like, would you rather have a backup defensive back with, 92 speed and 60-something awareness? Or would you rather have a starting linebacker with 85 speed and maybe awareness in the 80s? So that's kind of always been my thought process. Using the 3-4 maybe a little more often than I should, just to keep those higher awareness, better players on the field, even though they might not be the right fit at times. So again, kind of a Madden decision, not really a real-world football decision. Nice tackle there. Wallace coming up, drops him for a loss of 1. So I don't know. Let me know what you think of that in the comments. Does that make sense? Or would you rather a more athletic player who maybe doesn't have the play recognition or the awareness? And that won't be enough for a first. And they're going to be looking at a 56-yard field goal here.
Inside the 40. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And his kick is good. He got it.
So Jets score on their second series, 10-7.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
So here we go again. Mitch Trubisky. We're going to try to run the ball a little bit this series. Gunnar Olszewski takes a touchback.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
Oh, and Olszewski can't make the block. Harris with just a gain of 2. So, we're looking to pick this up through the air.
Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Trubisky will throw.
And there's a flag, maybe roughing the passer. Yep. Kind of saw him coming in on him. Oh, and he's beside himself. Can't believe it.
Accept the penalty and move forward.
We will take that. We'll go back to the ground with Harris here a little bit.
It's 1st and 10. A run with Harris.
There he goes.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
2nd and inches. Here we go, a little play action here. Maybe. Take a look at what this defense looks like. And if I can get a guy deep on this, I'll take the shot. I might just run with Trubisky. We'll see what happens. And I got somebody. There he is, Deontay Johnson.
Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson.
Trubisky can't always make that throw. It's kind of frustrating. Pretty on the money with that one, though.
This time they go play action, defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So we answer their field goal with a touchdown. We want to get this ball back before halftime and get another score on the board. Hopefully shut these guys down. Zach Wilson getting the best of us a little bit.
Your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went on past them.
Zach Gentry, backup tight end, making the tackle. I think I'm going to start using Derek Watt at the number 3 tight end position. He's not getting a lot of reps at fullback. And he is a better player than my current backup number 3 tight end. So maybe next game I'll be working that out a little bit. He may be taking this down to the 2-minute warning. All right, let's get this ball back. We want another score before the half. Game's moving pretty quickly here.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Break that up. Good job. Cam Sutton. And here we go, 3rd and 8. Get them off the field.
Staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson.
Make the tackle. There we go. We're going to burn a timeout. Minute 40-something left here. We're going to have 2 timeouts to work with. We'll probably run our cross wheels and try to work the sideline a little bit.
Back deep is Gunnar Olszewski. He punted 4 times in the loss last week.
We're going to let that bounce into the end zone, hopefully. There we go.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now,
so we're going to go
they're locked in really well.
No huddle. We're going to work the sidelines if we can.
On first down, Trubisky.
Crosser to Johnson, and he's still on his feet.
That's Johnson, and he'll be out right at the
Trubisky 5 for 5, 139 yards and 2 touchdowns.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from.
And maybe had Claypool here, but I didn't like the look of that. That gets picked off a lot if you read that wrong.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran first down.
Johnson got hung up on his crossing route, popped out the other side, fortunately, and made the catch. Let me try something a little different here. We'll get Trubisky on the move a little bit here if we can. And we'll throw it away if it's no good. We got lots of time. There we go. I don't like any of it. Don't like any of that.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. From the shotgun is Trubisky.
Again with Johnson. Not covering him real well. He draws a mismatch on a linebacker a lot of times running that route.
Coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So we're going to let the clock tick down there a little bit. And I think we're going to run the ball and then take a timeout.
On second down.
Najee Harris can't get the first. And we'll burn a timeout there. 3rd and 2 on the 4. So we're going to look to our... we're going to get Johnson out of there. And put Claypool in. He's a little tired himself, but looks a little better than Johnson right now. And I don't like this. I don't like this.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
We don't have the first.
Not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short.
All right, so we're going to take a look here and see what we get when we come out in this heavy set. Depending on what they do, I'm either going to call a timeout and kick a field goal, or we'll take a shot. And I think we're gonna take a little chance here. What's the worst that could happen?
They'll try and throw for it.
And we get sacked. Freiermuth was open.
The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down.
That's all right. I stand by that. I would do that twice. I'd do it again.
Well, the D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
Waiting for Freiermuth to clear that route.
Was that called before the play?
Not quite enough time to make it happen.
Defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance.
So 6 seconds, clock ticking down. Keep these guys out of the end zone. They might not even... oh, they do snap it.
It's Wilson.
TJ Watt threatening Wilson. So we'll go into the locker room with a 14-10 lead. Could have been a 17-10 lead. Could have been a 21-10 lead.
That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks.
Do we only have... I don't think those numbers are accurate. Do we only have 103 yards passing? That doesn't sound right.
We'll start over at Raymond James.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right.
So we're going to keep doing what we're doing.
All right, Coach, thanks.
And we're getting this opening second half kickoff
The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And he brings us out past
So just like it would have been important to score on the last series of the first half, very important to score right now.
They played the Browns last week, got the victory in that game, and so far so good as they've got the lead here. Now Trubisky on first down. Eluding right. He gets it complete to Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards.
Nice to have a quarterback that can run a little bit.
Second and 2.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the
Pick this up on the ground, hopefully.
That's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On second down, this is Harris.
Harris has the first.
Down right around the 37. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Look for Olszewski underneath here, probably.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down.
There he is.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath.
What do I want to do here? Let's take a little chance for Claypool.
Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
I don't know why I have Olszewski running the crosser coming this opposite way here. That should be Johnson running that route. Blot. There we go.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get him down after a pick.
And once again, we'll try to pick this up on the ground.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged...
There's the block we need. We need that, I don't want to say crackback, but it kind of is, from the wide receiver.
Ended up making a nice play, even though
to make that play work.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in.
And try to get us out of the pocket with Trubisky a little bit here. If we can pick up that block.
A bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
There's Johnson. Big hit on Johnson.
Finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's a big league job there.
So let's I think run the ball.
Good accurate throw to set up first and goal.
Harris has had a pretty good season running the ball. Not a lot of rushing touchdowns.
First and goal. And he stopped immediately.
That was no good.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll
keep feeding the horse. All right, don't like the look of this. We're going to go verticals. We're going to look for Harris underneath here.
On second and goal.
Better to take a sack than throw an interception in this position. So now we're once again in this horrible... This is my least favorite spot on the field, like between the 10-yard line and the 4-yard line. And that one... That's Trubisky's first incompletion of the day. Yeah, we struggle in that spot. And we will take the field goal this time to put us up by a touchdown.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps a deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things
frustrating.
Not a bad job on the defense.
Move the ball down the field, stall out at the 10-yard line. That's the second time that's happened to us today.
With that exchange, you know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept
We're pretty good at hitting the goalpost, though.
The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead.
It'd be nice to have a little turnover here from this defense. That would help us out a lot right now.
first down. Wilson. And this will be incomplete. He's had trouble.
Pressure on Wilson.
All game, CD, and that's because
Trubisky's fired up on the sideline. Love to see it. New Steeler has the right attitude.
Around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute.
Where are you guys going?
On second down now.
Make a tackle.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to
That brings up a 3rd and 3. And we're going to go back to this 4-3 or 3-4.
You get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Wilson now off the bootleg.
Oh my gosh.
Going to be complete to his tight end Everett. And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple.
With the Steeler in his face, he completes the pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Throwing
Not accurate that time. Blitz coming again.
And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers.
Whoa.
To the guys that maybe can
What
take
am
a
I
short
doing?
pass and turn into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And they will only muster a yard here.
Big hit by Highsmith. And that brings the... Well, it's going to bring the 3rd quarter to an end here.
Back now here on
And let's see if we can get this ball back.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters.
Keep them in front of us, make the tackle, get them off the field.
The NFL on EA Sports.
And that's not going to keep them in front of us.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
All right, not what we wanted at all.
We're seeing right there, this is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete.
Big hit by Fitzpatrick.
Short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Wilson 13 of 19, but only 129 yards, it looked like.
Safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin.
Oh my gosh.
It's a first down and more.
Come on.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Missed tackles.
70 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Another carry for their leader and
So while I get frustrated with this this next gen thing, it has been challenging. I mean, it's enjoyable in that sense. A lot of stupid things happening.
And down he goes.
As Devin Bush takes Wilson down. But yeah, it's challenging.
Bury him for a loss of 11. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Now the handoff comes to Gordon.
Gordon goes nowhere.
His tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now after that last running play, we've got an
3rd and goal.
down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
What do we want here?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Keep these guys out of the end zone.
Over the middle,
Running the wrong way.
they're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a
Wallace makes the tackle, and what are they going to do? They've got to go for this. They're kicking a field goal. Okay.
It does, and the deficit more than 3 here at a 1-score game, so the field goal, not their ideal situation.
All right, 17-13. We're getting the ball back. We're going to have a big dose of Najee Harris here. Try to grind this thing out.
Thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking
And we'll throw the ball if we have to. We don't want to get caught in 3rd and long.
it up there, hoping maybe on defense.
Johnson and Trubisky both with big days.
Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less.
It was Harris. 38 yards on the day so far. But a lot of game left to go. We're going to be relying on him a lot here. See if he can pick this first down up. Nice block by the wide receiver. Harris chopped down by the defensive back.
With your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters,
I think we might throw the ball here. See what this defense does. And it doesn't look like they're covering Harris. We'll see what happens. And they don't cover Harris. And we miss him! Mitch! Mitch.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him. An incomplete.
All the passes he completed this game.
This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually
That was a sure touchdown.
because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
2nd and 10.
And now we're in a position where we've got a oh god, I'm gonna do something dumb here. I know I am.
Now it's Trubisky. Open man, that's the time.
There we go. Oh no!
It's out. He put it on the carpet, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change.
I don't know if he was down or not.
Puts him right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth.
I guess they don't think it's worthy of taking a look at.
Here is Wilson and the Jets. Down 17-13. 2:09 to play. And bringing it in is Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So I thought we were going to be in a position where Najee Harris was going to grind out the game for us here. We might be in a position where Mitch Trubisky is going to have to pull out a win.
Score here on what could be their final drive. On first down, Gordon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Here's Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his
Not enough for a first.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Wilson to throw.
Down he goes.
Get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
And that's... Oh, you kidding me? He runs over T.J. Watt. And now he's dancing. Exactly what we didn't want. All that dancing. So we got a minute 12. And we are down by... Oh, man, I don't want to go into overtime. All right, here we go. Mitch Trubisky, let's see what he can do. If he had hit that pass to Harris, man. I mean, I don't know what I could have done different on that. I waited for him to complete his drop back. And I didn't want to float it because I thought I'd overthrow him. Let's not be too panicked, but we're going to be a little bit panicked. And our hot routes are unreliable. Get that out to Freiermuth.
They love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
And we do have 3 timeouts. No reason to panic. There's Claypool. We'll take a timeout.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Here's Trubisky. Flush to his right.
We're going to run.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Yeah, I don't want to... I hate going into overtime in this game. I'm going to do everything in my power to avoid overtime. I mean, not that I'd rather lose, but, you know.
Now it's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right.
As Johnson get out of bounds.
And he takes this just a few
Trubisky, his first 300-yard game of the season.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive.
We've got 48 seconds. We've got 2 timeouts.
This is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Trubisky to throw.
There's Gunnar Olszewski.
Here it's complete. And down
We'll take another timeout. We got 1 left.
Now the Steelers use the
Oh, boy. All right.
timeouts.
On the 12, exactly where we struggle.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw.
And there's Johnson. Are you kidding me?
Read it well and it's picked. And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on.
I gotta see this.
Late interception, pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play.
I have no words.
Got it right there, partner.
Another drive coming up for New York's offense.
I have no words for that. I don't even know.
Shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but
So, yeah, we lost to the Jets here, evidently, here.
Use it strictly for pride.
the Jets with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee.
And that's going to be it. That drops us to 4-2 on the season.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And they were spurred on by a strong performance.
Tomlin's disgusted. I'm disgusted.
Opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger.
Yep, it is what it is. So we'll take a look at some stats here. See how we did. Mitch Trubisky, until that last interception, the best game he's had so far this season. 18 of 21, 316 yards, 2 touchdowns, and then that 1 pick at the end. Should I have thrown that ball? I mean, he sure seemed open to me. I tried to put it on his outside. Yeah, these corner routes, I'm just not adjusting to them well. So some thought to be put into that, I suppose. Harris only 47 yards on the ground, largely because we were playing from behind at the end there. Deontay Johnson, 8 catches, 155 yards and a score. Freiermuth, 4 for 48. Claypool, 2 for 65. Gunnar Olszewski contributing 3 catches for 40 yards. Defensively, Jack and Fitzpatrick with 7 tackles each. Jack and Bush with sacks, no picks. And that is that. We are 4-2. I didn't see what happened to the Bengals here, so we may be in a bit of a fight here to win this division. But I guess that just makes it more interesting. So go ahead and hit that like button if you enjoyed the game. Subscribe to the channel. You know what all those buttons do on YouTube. Whatever you do, I hope you have a great day. And I will see you next game.